Today's going to be a fun episode. We're going to be trading with villagers because we've saved up a lot of emeralds from this raid farm, along with conditioning the area around the pillager outpost in order to get the raid captains much easier. Hey guys, Deathdealer here. Welcome back to another episode of AutoCraft. AutoCraft is a server where we automate almost everything you can do in Minecraft, along with having some fun along the way. Make sure you go and watch the full playlist, there is a link to it down below. And while you're there, subscribe to the channel. So as you can tell by the amount of levels I have in fact been doing some AFKing at this farm. Now, since I don't entirely trust this because Vexes can still escape, I haven't been fully away from the machine. I've been present, I've just been doing other things. But yeah, we've done about an hour and 40 minutes worth of AFKing. Now why don't we look at the result? So, we have 10 stacks of emerald blocks, which translates to about 5,700-ish emeralds, which is nice. We've got a bunch of redstone, bunch of glowstone, bunch of gunpowder, lots of spider eyes. This produces lots of them. Lots of sticks, lots of glass bottles. That should be enough for our needs. And yeah, I've been constantly clearing out these chests because I've been sorting some things. So I've been dumping all the crossbows and things like that. I've been saving the heads and the banners so far. We did have some more, but I've been throwing them out. We also have, this is the best bit, 22 full shulker boxes of Totems of Undying, with the capacity to make 2 more shulker boxes because of this chest down here. So yeah, we have a lot of materials. This is an insane amount. Now all this work was so that we could actually do trading in our trading hall, because we have all the potions, the golden apples, we even have the trading hall already built. Now all we need to do is get the villagers into that system in order to use it. So what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to tackle the villager trading hall stuff first, and then in the second half we're going to condition the area around the pillager outpost in order to, not have to spend as much time over there. Here's a funny story. So when I was AFKing, obviously I've already said I was still at the machine, but I actually had a creeper come from somewhere. Now, this entire area is spawn-proofed, the entire thing. And a creeper just appeared out of nowhere and blew up behind me. And it blew up this platform, this mechanism here, and part of this mechanism here, so I had to go and rebuild all of that. Plus this drop chute. Fortunately it didn't destroy the minecart, but it destroyed everything else. It replaced these pistons, this little section here. And yeah, it was a tedious process. The only place it could have actually spawned is up there, because that's the only place where I had spawnable blocks. Everywhere else, nothing. Which is interesting. I also got the item filters working properly. I tore out the one with the banners, and now I just saw that manually because it was causing some problems with the rest of the system. But yeah, I'm happy with this project. I'm really happy with it. We still need to move the portal up here, and we need to get a second beacon. I want to get a second beacon with strength, just so that we can kill the guys in the chamber a little bit faster and minimise the chances for Vexes to spawn. Alright, so we've had this villager set up here for a little while now, a few episodes. I haven't actually bred any villagers since I set this thing up, but I know for a fact this isn't working, so we're going to tear this entire thing out of the way. One thing we are going to do though, is we're actually going to sort out the villagers we have, because even though the villagers up top are both desert types, we've been getting both desert and normal villager types here, and I prefer the normal skins. So what we're going to do is we're going to filter out we're going to take all of them out into minecarts, and then we're going to kill the ones that have the bad skin, which is, yeah. Also, here's the thing as well, a bunch of villagers escaped, just so I pushed out of the holding cell and thing, and they all made their way through this tunnel. So this tunnel leads us to the surface. That's how I got the villagers for the iron farm up there. These villagers are around here, so if they pop up here, yeah, look, they ran all the way down here. Also, it's raining outside in the game right now. There's quite a few villagers in this area. So yeah, those guys will remain safe. We'll probably use 2 of those guys to repopulate the breeder at the top, since they're already close to the surface, which will make this thing a whole lot simpler. And yeah, so what I need to do is I'm going to seal this tunnel. I'm going to bring the rail up here, because we've got a lot of flat area to work with. We'll bring the villagers up here, we'll trap them. If they're good, we'll move them somewhere, and if they're not, we'll kill them. And yeah, that should be a fairly simple process, I think. So the villager holding chamber is now empty. I didn't actually have to kill all that many villagers, but yeah, I moved them up and then separated them, so the desert villagers would go over here where they'd be killed, and then these guys will go over here. Now, the way I'd kill them would be using lava so that I wouldn't affect these guys whenever we get trades and things. So yeah, we've got a decent number here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think there's quite a lot. So maybe 3 or 4 down in the tunnels there. But yeah, what we need to do now is we need to get a bucket of lava. Oh, also another thing. I got a trident when I was AFKing at the red farm. Well, I wasn't AFKing. I was down at the bottom of it. I think I was about to go through the portal and then a drone tried to hit me with it, but yeah, we got a thing. Also, someone came around my base and placed these chains. I don't know why. I don't understand their function. Interesting. But yeah, what we're going to do here is we're just going to... I thought we were going to do that. Never mind. Come on, guys. Right, what I could do is break this stuff. There we go, that's 4. Get rid of that hole and burn them. Alright, you guys you did good. Let's get this last guy and burn. There we go. Right, let's move the normal types of villagers into this area, and then we can actually, you know, tear out the old sorting system down there and create something brand new. So these villages up here have been replaced. It was a very simple process to do that, and I'm going the complete wrong way. I have also removed the villager system down here. It's been completely torn out, so if any villagers are bred, they'll just fall straight down here, which isn't great. Obviously we need to process them before we can send them into the trading hall. Now what I want is I want the babies to go into a storage cell, and then once they grow up to maturity, they can then ascend and go to the, what do you call it? The actual adult holding cell. Yeah, that'll work nicely. And what we can do is, if the adult holding cell is holding, say, more than a certain number, we can stop it from giving us more villagers. And then when we take a villager out of there, it will open it back up, and then a new villager can come in. Now the problem we have is the amount of space. So let's look at it this way. So if we look right, so we can start putting things on this layer right here. So we have from that's Y48, and where does the redstone start? Down here. Okay, we can do it until there. So from 48 to 42. So we've got a 6 block space to filter them, and ideally to create like a holding area so that we can give them trade. Which, yeah, that should work. I'll need to work out a system in order to go up and down into those areas and things. But yeah, simple system, as you can tell by my thought process. And I'm going to go and kill that slime because slime balls are valuable. Especially right now. There we go, cool. Alright, so I think I'm going to clear out some space and do a little bit of preliminary planning, put in a basic water system to transport the baby villagers, and then we'll move on from there. Alright, so I've built a new transportation system for the baby villagers. So they'll come along here, they'll drop down, and then they'll go in here where they'll then grow up. Now there is still a chance that they'll come up through this system here, because, you know, water mechanics and things, but if that happens, it's alright. They'll then fall down here. As you can see, I've decorated this area, and I'll explain that in just a moment. They'll come along here, and go up this water elevator here, come along, and then they'll fall in here. Well, then we can activate a button which will collect them and then send them down there. Down here, what we've got is basically a station. So the idea is when we come in here, we'll activate a lever and it'll block this door, so the villager can't pathfind when it's standing here. And basically what we'll do is this chest will be full of items we need for trading to like lock in professions, along with workstations. Now the idea is, let's just say you want to do a new villager, so you'd press this, then a villager would be dispensed from up there. It'd come in here in a minecart. You can then place your workstations, do your things and get it locked in. And you press this button and then it'll send it down to the trading hall. So all in all, it's a fairly simple system. You look at it Now what we need to do is we've got the villager stuff done to get down here. We need to do the rails, which will take us from here, and it will go behind these walls, and it will take us down here. Now every time we fill up one of these trading halls, the rail line will be modified, just because, you know, it will help. Also, there's one of the old villagers we need to get rid of. And yeah, that's it really, that's all there is. So why don't we, let me out to my inventory and then we can try breeding up some villagers and see if this system works. Alright, so let's throw these guys some food, 6 stacks of carrots. There we go. And then let's head on down here and wait for the baby villager to pop on down. Okay. Oh. Interesting, right, why did that come down here? They guys should have picked that stuff up. Huh. Okay, let's... I can't jump. Okay, let's try and do that again. Okay, that's very strange. Oh, so I only picked up one of the stacks. Okay, let's go back up real quick. Do this again. Just drop it here. Okay, right, throw it at each other, please. Ah, that's not good. Okay, right, for some reason that other guy has stuff in his inventory. But he shouldn't, because the setup we had... Damn it, right, I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to replace the villagers up top. Again. Yeah. This isn't good at all. Alright, so I suppose that's just a bug because I went into a creative world and tested it and the villagers weren't picking up the same amount as what they used to, even with completely clear inventories. Which was interesting. But yeah, so came back here, replaced the bed, and eventually got to work and they started breeding. This system here is completely useless. Because come down here and then just go straight on through this, so this bit doesn't actually work. However, they stand here because this system also requires them to be an adult. So yeah, most of what we've done already today is quite useless. But at least this thing is now working. Now we can move on to putting in the rail line to lead down to the trading hall. Alright, so I put in the rail line that will lead down to the trading hall, so now we're ready to do a test. So I've hooked up the new villager button there, and that leads into a dispenser which will then go and pick up some villagers. As you can see, I've let this thing breed up and some villagers accumulate, so we have a decent amount to start off with, along with some more babies along the way. I also still have the villagers that are waiting up here. I haven't touched these guys yet, we've got to move them into the system manually, but yeah, it should be alright. Anyways, just to make sure this thing works, we're going to be going with a farmer, so let's get... I need to clear my inventory first, so let's do that. And then we're going to get a bunch of carrots, because that's what I have most of. I'll just throw that stuff in there. Cool, okay. Right, so let's get some carrots. We still have the composters, yes we do. Now in the trading hall I want to have at least 6 farmers. Okay, let's get... Now we've got 6 stacks, we'll give the rest to the villagers up top. And what we need to do is come down here and place a workstation wherever this thing ends up. So 3, 4, 5, 6, just so that I can keep things on track. But yeah, what the idea is, this side will be librarians, this side will be a mix of farmers, toolsmiths, weaponsmiths and armourers, just so that we have a good cover, and then everything else will be whatever we need it to be when the time comes. So, we need to come up here and do what the sign says. First of all, we need to block this area. We should be okay for this. So what we're going to do is, as you can see, he's ready to trade. I'm going to get my torch out of my offhand, and I've got to do some trading. So, let's see. So if you shift and space at the same time, it will automatically refill. So if I do this, no, it doesn't do that anymore. Ah, there you go. So you need to click on that and then do it. There you go. Like so. And there you go, we've filled it up. So this guy has leveled up to the next tier, and apples, that's what we want from the trades, because now we don't have a problem with, you know, making lots of golden apples. Anyways, this is fantastic. So what we can do now is we can break this workstation. Ah, yikes, I didn't mean to do that. And he's already locked in, so let's send this guy to the trading hall. Let us go down there as well. We need to get rid of this stone platform here. Ah, that's not meant to happen. That's a problem. Oh, okay. It's meant to output the guy to the right, and it did it to the front. I know why. Oh no. No, I don't. I don't know why that didn't work. It should have worked. Alright, you know what? I'm just got to push that guy in manually to fix this problem. So I found out what the problem was. It was two things. So one of which was the slabs here that are, you know, held by these pistons need to be in this position so that, you know, the what do you call them, the villagers can be ejected. Because if there isn't a block there for them to be ejected to, it does it to the front, and that's what happened. Another thing is those observers were facing into nothing before. We needed to put string in front of them, which now we have, so that when the villagers step on them, this thing will retract, and there you go. So yeah, fairly simple setup. So I ran a test with the second guy here, and yeah, it works nicely. So we now have 2 villagers ready to go. Now it's a case of filling this trading hall up, which will take a bit of time. I have nowhere near enough villagers to do it. We'll go through the villager supply we have currently, and we'll see how we do. Alright, so we have all the farmers in place. I think I originally said earlier on that I would have 6. I went with 8 instead because there's 17 slots on each wall. And that would mean I can do 3 armourers, 3 toolsmiths, and 3 weaponsmiths up here, and it'd look all nice. But yeah, these farmers, they were only locked in. I think one of them down here is at the 2nd level. Yeah, he's an apprentice, whereas everyone else is novices. So, what I'm thinking is before we move on to other villagers, I want to basically show off how this whole trading hall thing works. So we'll do basically we'll give these farmers items to unlock all of the levels, and then what we'll do is we'll convert them to see how much cheaper we can get the items. Sound good? Good thing I have all the materials ready to go. So each of the farmers have been upgraded to the master rank, which is great. So now we can do the fun bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert these guys, so let's lower them down. Now since we don't have name tag right now, we can't leave the area because these guys will despawn. So I need to stay here for the duration. So what we're going to do is lower 1. Okay, why is this guy not? He should be hitting that guy. Something is wrong here. Oh, there we go. He's just slow. And since he's a diamond sword, it only takes him 3 hits. So we need to do this for each of these. And whatever order he wants to do this, we'll just let him choose. Come on, guy. I'm just going to increase these 2, and we'll do it one at a time so that the guy does this a little bit faster. So yeah, after this what we'll do is we'll splash these guys, and then we'll feed them golden apples. So the last I just converted, so let's bring this up. Let's throw a splash potion of weakness. There we go, and there we go. Now all we need to do is wait, and it's good to know that that can reach all 4 of these guys. Alright, so I've went through the conversion process with all of these villagers, and since the trades for the golden carrots, which is why we have these guys in the first place, is already cheap to begin with, we only had to convert them all once. So each of these villagers provide 3 golden carrots for only 1 emerald. Which is fantastic, that's just great. Now, I won't be showing the rest of the conversion process for the rest of the villages we're going to be doing, because we're already 20 minutes into this video, and I'd planned on doing something else, but we're out of time, which is just great. So I'm going to do the the weaponsmiths, the toolsmiths, and the armourers off camera, along with a bunch of librarians to get enchanted books, just to save us a little bit of money. And yeah, next time we'll go and tackle the pillager outpost in order to condition it to make it easier to get the bad omen effect, which will save us a bunch of time. But yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, why don't you leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Remember to like the video and to subscribe if you enjoyed the content. I'd like to thank you all for watching this episode of the AutoCraft so far. Make sure you go and watch everyone else on the server. On the left hand screen right now, there are 2 videos, one that YouTube wants you to watch and one that I think you should watch. Make sure you go and watch them, and remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully you will enjoy the videos.